Hey, I am back with another video. So today I wanted to talk about beauty appointments, just kind of all the girl stuff that I did in the United States. And a lot of people have asked me, like, how did you find somebody to do your hair and all this other stuff? And so, or are you going to be able to find somebody to do some of the things? So let's just kind of talk about it. So I obviously, you see, I don't have a lot of hair, but and I wear my hair naturally, so that part makes it a lot easier. One of the decisions that I made when I moved here was to stop coloring my hair. So if you see some previous pictures or videos of me, you may have seen me. I was as much as platinum. I would have like a little orange thing going on, a honey blonde. I did something with burgundy one time. Like I really did play a lot with color when I lived in the United States. And when I moved to Mexico, I actually let the color grow out. So now you can see my natural color, which is black with some sprinkle of gray in my hair. And so the reason that I decided to stop coloring my hair is one thing that I learned very quickly here in Mexico is the water here is really hard. And the hard water, it will dry your hair out like significantly. So we already know that coloring and things like that already kind of do something different to your hair. And so I wanted to keep my hair as natural as possible so that as I'm adding back oils and things like that to bring back the moisture in my hair, that I'm not also kind of like killing it with chemicals, essentially. And so now my hair is 100% natural, no colors. No, I don't put any color, any rinse or anything in it because again, because of the hard water. And so because of the hard water that we have here in Mexico, I've kind of changed a little bit. I've been experimenting with different products, but one thing that I do on a regular basis to kind of keep my hair hydrated and moisturized, I have a water bottle in my bathroom with a mixture of bottled water and olive oil, and I shake it up every morning and kind of spritz it on my hair, and it gives my hair a nice little natural shine and glow and keeps it moisturized. And then I have some other products that I use. So as far as my hair, like I go to the barber and get my hair cut. So I get my hair cut at a barber, and I found a barber. Actually, one of the ladies in my Facebook group referred me to her barber, and it's a Dominican guy who lives here in Merida, and he has a barbershop in his house, and he is awesome. That's like the best haircut that I ever gotten from him. And he cuts my hair and arches my eyebrows for 180 pesos. So that conversion just depends on what the conversion rate is at the time, but generally speaking, that is about 9 to 10 US. You can't beat it. And again, like my hair looks good, right? So, and my brows, he arched my brows for me. So awesome, awesome, awesome. And that, I usually give him a tip too with that. So that is like my hair. Nails, I have actually tried about 4 different nail salons. And I think I found one that I really like, and I'm glad that this is the one that I really like because it's pretty close to my house. So I can get there fairly quickly. I could walk there, but I'm just not doing that. But mostly not because I'm lazy. 2 reasons why I don't want to walk to the nail salon is in Mexico, there are a lot of stray dogs. Like dogs just kind of, I haven't seen vicious dogs, but they're stray dogs. And I'm not an animal person, so I will freak out if a stray dog just kind of just walks right next to me. So yeah, not walking to the nail salon. And the other reason that I'm not walking is I always get a pedicure, and that means I will have to walk in flip-flops, and that's just not good for my feet or my back. So I don't walk to the nail salon, but I do go to the nail salon. One thing that is different about going to the nail salon here versus the nail salons back in Atlanta is no walk-ins. You always have to have an appointment to get your nails done. You can't just walk in and just that's not a thing here. you make your appointment. So I make my appointment on WhatsApp. I text them and ask for an appointment. Now, since I know that I really like this salon, now I just book my appointment when I'm checking out. So I just get a regular gel manicure and pedicure. I don't get anything special. They do some acrylic, and I've seen some salons that do like the dip or SNS. That's what we call it in the States. But again, I don't get any of that. I just kind of keep it natural, just gel manicure and pedicure. And that typically costs about 600 or so pesos. So again, on the conversion, that's about $30 for a manicure and a pedicure, gel manicure and pedicure. And it's really good. Like they really take their time. They do a really great job with cleaning up my cuticles and doing all of that stuff. Really good pedicure as well. So that is that. Let's see what else. Oh, brows, right? So this is something that you may not know. And if you go back and find some old pictures of me, you might see that I had struggle brows. So if I didn't draw my brows in, I didn't have any, right? And so since I've been here in Mexico, I actually took the leap and I did microblading, which is like when you get your brows tattooed on. So see my brows? They're tattooed on. So when my barber arches them, he just kind of cleans up this area right here, cleans this up, like the hair that grows back. But my brows are tattooed on, so I wake up like this, right? And so that process was very, I never done it, so I don't have a comparison on what's different here versus what happens in the States. I know that I went in and I had my appointment and he did my brows and he put like, it's a guy, he put like some kind of numbing cream on my brows. I sat in the salon for about 30 minutes while the numbing cream worked, and then I went to his table and essentially just lay there while he stroke. And even though I could hear it, and I didn't really feel it. It was weird. So I can hear like the strokes that he was making, and as he's depositing the ink in those strokes. But I don't know if like I'm gonna try to get close to the camera, but you can see it looks really natural, right? They're not drawn in, those aren't pencils. So it's just like hairline strokes or whatever. So I did the initial appointment and then I went back in 6 weeks and it was a process. So the first couple of days it looked really good and then it started getting really dark and I was freaking out. And then it was like, it started doing like, I had to keep putting this cream on it to keep it from getting infected and all this stuff. And it was a process from the first time to the 6 weeks. There was a process, but then I went back at 6 weeks and he touched it up in like some of the spots that maybe it didn't take or whatever, he kind of touched those up. And so these are my brows. And so I got it done. I got it done in September. I did my touch up in October, and this is what they look like now. So I'm supposed to go back for a retouch in 6 months and then another retouch in a year. And as far as cost goes, I think it was about 5,500 pesos. And in the States, this is a pretty expensive procedure, which is why I never got it done. So even though 5,500 pesos sounds like a lot, and it's not a little bit of money, but it was a lot less than it would be if I had gotten it done in the States. So I got my brows done. So facials, I recently I went and had facials at this one place. I didn't particularly like it. The extractions were painful. And so I found this other place that does a hydrofacial, which I don't know if you've ever had that, but I used to get them done in the States about every 6 weeks. And my hydrofacials would cost me about $215 to $230. And here they cost about $75. And so I get a hydrofacial. Now I get a hydrofacial once a month because I want to get my 30-year-old skin back, right? So that's where I get that done. And that's kind of like what that costs. And then I also, I've done a massage at the spa, which is amazing. I've done that with my daughter and I've done it with a friend that came to visit. And she loved it too. And I have also had a massage therapist come to my home and give me a massage here. So I'm on the fence. Like, I like both of them, and I'm like, there may be sometimes when I do my massages that I will go into the spa because I want that spa experience. And then there'll be other times when I will go and have her come to my house and do it. And I mean, I had my candles burning, I had my eucalyptus in the diffuser. It was perfect. And I couldn't really tell that I wasn't in a spa. She brought the music and all of that. So it's probably gonna happen where I will do the at-home spa more than I actually go to the spa. But as far as cost goes, her coming to my house, 600 pesos, right? And if I go to the spa, I think it's 800 pesos. So again, being able to do that, and the reason I was able to add that as a part of my wellness plan and to get a massage twice a month is because it's so cost effective. So 600 pesos is like 30 something dollars. And then 800 pesos is like 40 something dollars. So a 30 or $40 massage, I could afford to do that every twice a month or every 2 weeks or whatever the case may be. My massages in the States were usually about 80 plus. So it was not every 2 weeks. So all of that to say that all of the services that I got when I was in the United States, I've been able to find providers here that do it. And because the US dollar is, the conversion rate of the US dollar to the Mexican peso is so great, I'm able to do a lot of the beauty things that I like we all want to look cute, right? Or want to feel good or relaxed or whatever, or taken care of. So I'm able to do those things and they fit into my budget. So hopefully that answers your questions about like the beauty stuff, because we get those questions all the time. Oh, one more thing that I'll add though is a lot of times people ask about products. So hair care products is questionable. Like, we have a Sally's Beauty Supply here, and then Walmart carries some products that are made for our hair. But if you are thinking about coming to Mexico or moving to Mexico, I'm gonna just say put some products in your suitcase, right? And bring them with you. Or anytime I go back to the States, I always kind of grab some stuff that I know I can't get here. So there are some products that are available here, but it's very, very limited. I think they have like Cantu, Shea Moisture, stuff like that. But if you have something special that you're using, like all the stuff that you see in Target, you're not gonna see that here. So you might want to bring your hair care products. So, but outside of that, I have not really missed being able to do some of the beauty things, the self-care things that I did in the States. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.